Welcome to Let's Talk It Out. I'm Daphne Harris and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to ask the question, and we're all adults and we're just talking, there's no judgment, but I want to ask the question, can a person make you cheat? Can someone be responsible for you cheating on them? I'm asking for a friend. I'm going to say the majority of men and women, from my experience, have been in a situation where they cheated or they've been with someone who's cheating on someone with them. And so I asked the question, can someone make you cheat? Or whatever you need to tell yourself to justify what it is you're doing. And I've asked quite a few people this question. I just did my own little poll, and actually everyone had the same response, which was, well, you can be in a toxic relationship and a person can make you feel a certain way, or you can be neglected, or you can be in a relationship and you're just not happy, but at the end of the day it's your decision. And I would say this because back in my younger years, I've been in situations where I've cheated, and I've been in situations where I've been with someone who was cheating on the person they were with me, back in my younger years. But I guess I want to know, at what age or at what stage in your life do you get to the point where when you know better, you do better? And going off of all of the responses that I received back from asking that question, to me, it is more so of people justifying, or okay, let me say this. It seemed more of a reaction. You're responsible for cheating. I don't think a person can make you cheat on them. I don't think a person can be responsible for you cheating. I think that you have to put yourself in a position to cheat, because it's not something that just falls into your lap. If you're in a relationship with someone, say for example, you're in a marriage and you and this person are at odds. Y'all, you're trying to make it work. Or whatever it is you guys are going through. This person isn't happy. You're not happy. This person isn't happy. Or at some point, this person is trying to make it work. You're trying to make it work. But y'all just always at each other. And you may be talking about it with this person that you're in a relationship with. You may be fighting it out, talking it out, crying it out, whatever it is you go through in a relationship. But even still, you have to put yourself in a position to cheat, because it's not just something that falls in your lap. And someone was talking to me, and when their response was, you can be in a relationship and the relationship can be so toxic, or you can just be so fed up and so frustrated that you're starting to feel a certain way, and that can cause you to go out and cheat. And I still disagree. I just don't think anyone is responsible for your actions. Because if you're in a relation with someone, whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, or your husband, if you're in a relationship with someone, whatever it is you guys are going through, you have to get to it's something that's more than likely is something that's been going on. It's not something that's been, where you and him are married, or you and her are married, or y'all in a relationship, and today y'all had an argument, now I'm going to go out there and cheat. It doesn't work that way. It's probably one of the circumstances that whatever you guys are going through, whether it's finances, whether it's you feel neglected, whether he feel neglected, or you don't think that he's doing his part, or he don't think that you're doing your part. Whatever the reason is, you guys trying to make it work, you getting therapy, whatever the reason is. Or he can have gone out there and cheated. You could have gone out there and cheated. This person could have just been cheating on you, and you still trying to make it work with this person. Y'all trying to you're trying to figure out what you can do to make it better. And then you get to a point after all of this time of being in this toxic relationship, after all the sleepless nights of crying or just saying, you know what, I'm fed up. You still have to put yourself in a position to cheat. Because if you can get to the point where you tell yourself, I'm tired. Or if you get to a point where you just tell yourself, this just isn't working. You get to a point where you tell yourself, he's just going to keep doing this, or she's just going to keep doing this, and I'm tired, I'm here for you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's still not working. Even going through all of that, you still have to put yourself in a position to cheat. And if you can get to that point that you decided that you just can't take it anymore, you're just at this frustration point, or this fed up point, or you just tired, or you just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do what they doing, or I just don't want to do this anymore. Whatever your reasoning is that you tell yourself, you still have to get to that point where you have to put yourself in a position to cheat. You go out, you give this person your phone number, you meet this person, or you go to the same place all the time, or you going out with your girlfriends, or you going out with your boyfriends, and now you meeting people. You're still putting yourself in a position to cheat. And if you can put yourself in that position to cheat, why can't you put yourself in that position to walk away before you get there? You reach a certain age where you just don't want to deal with the bullshit. For me, at the age that I am now, it's embarrassing. It would feel embarrassing to cheat. Like, I can't imagine being of a certain age. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I did my stuff, you know, and had fun doing it, as we all have. You're young, you dumb, you don't care about the consequences. You're not thinking about how the other person feel. You just living life. You live, you experience. Now you of a certain age. You're older, you're wiser, and when you know better, you do better. And I can't imagine thinking of the things that I used to do, and how I used to be out here doing this, or how I used to not care about this person's feeling, or not care that this person is in a relationship. I couldn't imagine being the age that I am now, even going through something and calling up a girlfriend and saying, hey, me and you was out together last night if such and such asked you, or hey, I told such and such me and you going here, or hey, if such and such asked you, you know, what happened, where you were, me and you was together. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine having to tell the person that I'm in a relationship with that I'm going here when I'm really here, and I'm worrying and stressed that what if, you know, what if something happens? What if my car breaks down? Or what if somebody sees me? I can't imagine. It is embarrassing to me to think about the things I've done, and to think that at the age that I am now, I'm still doing that. And I'm justifying it by saying, you know what? He's just not treating me this way, or he just doesn't make me feel this way, or you know what, me and him been going through this for so long and it's just not working. You know, I'm just tired. Like, I don't understand why it takes someone to give you the courage to do what you should have done in the first place. It's for a lot of reasons. People say, oh, well, I'm gonna stay in a relationship because of my kids, or I'm gonna stay in a relationship because we're too invested, I have too much invested in this, or I don't want to hurt this person. But if you're going out messing around, isn't that compounding everything? I don't think anyone is ever responsible for you cheating on them. Because if you're younger, and I'm gonna speak for myself, even though I think most men and women have been there, done that. But for me, okay, if I'm in love with you, and if I was younger, you out there, you're doing this and you're doing that, oh yeah, you gonna go through some things. Because I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't know any better. I'm gonna be trying to keep you from going. I'm gonna be crying. How can you do this to me? You know, I would never do this to you. You know, all the stuff we've been through, blah, 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 blah. You know, when I think about the older women that I hang around, and when I think about my aunt and all the conversations we've had, and I laugh because now that I'm at that age, I get it. Because now if I'm with someone, like if my husband was to come to me today and say, hey, you know, I know we've been going through this and, you know, it's just not working for me. You know, I don't want to hurt you, but, you know, I just can't do this anymore. Even if in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, he's out there doing something. Somebody, you want to be with somebody else. I'm not getting ready to say that to you. I'm not going to be able to. My pride isn't going to let me. I'm going to be hurt. And I'm going to be hurt because I'm in love with you. I'm going to be hurt because I took the vows to be with you. And I've been true to my vows. So I'm going to be hurt. But my pride at this age just will not let me do the things I used to do back when I was young and dumb and just didn't know any better. It just won't allow me. It would be one of them situations where I would just shut down, because now I'm trying to figure things out. And to myself, oh, trust and believe, to myself, it's like this, all of this, I've been with him, I did this. In my mind, I'm doing all of this. But I would be to myself and I would just shut down, because that's all I can do at this age. Because now you reach a certain age when you realize if a person doesn't want to be with you, that person isn't for you. And you don't realize that when you're younger. When I was doing my poll, I was just asking, you know, can someone cause you to cheat? And I just don't believe so. I could have saved myself a whole lot of heartache if I had known then what I know now. But that's just life. You know, life be life and stuff happen. And you grow up. But I do believe that you have to reach an age where you can just see BS coming. Why, when you're in a relationship with someone and things aren't working out for you, why is it so hard to go to that man or that woman and say, this just isn't working for me? Because no matter how hurt the other person is, yes, that person is going to be hurt. If that person genuinely loves you and care about you, that person is going to be hurt. But that person isn't going to be humiliated because now you stepped out. When you mess around on a person, you humiliate that person, because everyone else know, people come around you speaking to you, knowing what your wife is doing, or knowing what your husband is doing, or knowing what your girlfriend is doing, or knowing what your boyfriend is doing, and you don't have a clue. People shaking your hand, smiling in your face. Meanwhile, you're the only one in the dark. I think that's humiliation. And for the life of me, I don't understand why it takes someone else to give you the courage to do what's right. Because if you're messing around, and I'm gonna say married, because being married and having a girlfriend or boyfriend, that's totally different. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is messing around on you, okay, bye, it ain't working, all right, we cool, or whatever the situation may be, okay, it doesn't even matter. But if you're married and your husband or your wife is messing around, the marriage is over with. It's ended. Even if y'all making it work, even if y'all get back together and, you know, you forgive him or he forgive you, the marriage is still over. And it's not over because y'all just decided to end it. But it's over because once those vows are broken, it's no coming back from that. Like when you're younger, listen, we'll ride it till the wheels fall off. You know, I'm going to give you another chance. You're going to give me another chance. We're going to work through it. We're going to argue through it. We're going to fight. But when you are older, if you're older and you're still messing around, yeah, it's time to let that go. Because it's like you got more years behind you than in front of you. So are you really getting ready to spend the rest of your time or whatever time you got left trying to make it work? Trying to get over it's like, come on now, let's just move on, and you live your life, I live my life, and let's just be happy. So I don't understand how someone can say, you know, I cheated on him because he made me feel this way. I cheated on him because, you know, he treats me like this. Or I cheated on her because, you know, she's not giving me what I need, or because we're going through this. Because if you can get to the point where you want to cheat on them, why can't you get to the point to just leave? Or just sit down and just tell them this isn't working? Because after you've been out there messing around and then you come to them and say, you know, this isn't working for me. It's just time for me to do me. We've been trying to work this out. It's like, that's so phony. Because you only feel that way because the person that you were messing around with, you actually think that that person is going to be with you once this is all said and done. It's not going to happen. Y'all may be having a great time right now, but y'all not going to be together. Y'all not going to get married. When you finally leave this person, or got the courage to leave this person because of the BS you got going on with you, this person ain't getting ready to be with you. And if you're in a relationship and you messing around with this person, you actually think the person you messing around with is committed to you. Your mind is telling you, okay, let me say this slow so the people out there can comprehend. If you are in a relationship with someone, and again, I'm going to say married, because boyfriend and girlfriend, okay, that matters if you engaged to be married, you know, or, you know, whatever you tell yourself. But whatever, I'm saying marriage because, you know, I'm married, I'm older, so this is for the people who are out there married, because, you know, you take them vows. But if you're married, if I'm a woman and I'm messing around on my husband with some man, I'm supposed to think that the man I'm messing around with is faithful to me, is committed to me. I'm the only person this man is seeing when I'm going home to this man every night. Oh, of course, this man is going to tell me everything I'm fussing about my husband or this, that, and the other. Of course, he's going to tell me everything I'm saying is right. Of course he's going to agree with. Why would he sit up there and have the same argument with me that I'm having with my husband, that's causing me, in my mind, the reason I'm messing around on my husband? Why would he do that? It makes no sense at all when you look at it that way. Like, to think that, oh, I'm messing around on my wife with this woman, but this is my woman. She's committed to me. No, of course she's going to stroke your ego. Of course he's going to stroke your ego. That is his job as the side piece. That's his job. That's her job, to stroke your ego. But once it's all said and done, and you done worked up enough courage to leave your husband, or you done worked up enough courage to leave your wife after the fact, you're not going to be with this person. It's not going to happen. It just doesn't work. So whatever you tell yourself, that's between you and your guy, because it just doesn't work that way. You know, so I disagree to all the people that took that poll. And thank you for participating. But I strongly disagree. I don't think there's anything you can tell yourself to justify your reason for breaking your vows. It just doesn't matter. Only because you have to put yourself in a situation to cheat. You have to. Whatever situation you got going on at home, that's not putting you in a situation to cheat. Whatever situation you got going on at home, a man or a woman is not just gonna fall in your lap and you're like, see, yep, let's get it. It doesn't work that way. You have to put yourself in a position to cheat because you've been thinking about it. It's been playing in your head, especially if you're a woman. And I'm only speaking for women because I'm a woman. But if you're a woman, you've been thinking about it. No matter what you've been going through in your relationship, you've already been thinking about it. You're angry, so you've been thinking about it. You done told yourself, he's doing it, so I'm gonna do it. Or please, I can have whoever I want to. Or I'm tired. You've been thinking about it. And it doesn't matter how you justify it. But you have to put yourself in a position to cheat. And if you can put yourself in a position to cheat, then you should be able to put yourself in a position to sit down and just say, you know what, this just isn't working. But most people do not want to, most people are not able to do that. Most people can only take the coward way out. And that is the coward way out, because you only have the courage because you think now you're with someone who understands you or listens to you or make you feel this type of way. So now you got the courage. But most people just don't have the courage to have that genuine conversation with the person they're with to say, regardless of how you feel about me, regardless of you being in love with me, regardless of us being married, for my happiness and everything that we've been going through, I just can't do this anymore. And most times that just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen until you've already done been out there and now someone has gave you the courage to do what you should have done. So that's just my thought, you know. And I just think that, you know, most times, you know, we think the grass is greener, but it's not. It's not at all. And, you know, with age comes wisdom. And when you know better, you really are supposed to do better. And I just think that if you're in a relationship with someone and you've gotten to the point where you can be out there messing around, having an affair, cheating, whatever it is you call it these days, I just think that that's just the type of person that you are. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the person that you're with. It has nothing to do with your circumstances. That's just the person that you are. You know, the old saying, you don't miss the water till the well runs dry. Yep. That's just my opinion. I don't think anyone is responsible for you cheating on the person that you're with. I don't think anyone can cause you to cheat on them. That's just the person that you are. And hey, if you like it, I love it. You know, like I said, we're just talking it out. Thanks for watching. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, I like to have these conversations because I'm always talking about something. If it ain't nothing, but most time it's something. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you're hitting that notification button so that you are always aware when I upload another video. Thanks for watching.